What's going on YouTube? Back with yet another video. Molex Winston here, and we got a little lacing tutorial for you guys right now. And this video, I wasn't too sure of making it. I had a subscriber ask me to do it, so I was just like, why not? And here we are. Different setting. Right now I'm sitting down. I'm not in front of the television, only because I feel like sitting down is going to give you guys better visuals. Me standing up and doing all that, it isn't going to work. But I do think I'm going to start doing back my videos standing up instead of just sitting down, because this right here, I don't really like the background of this. I kind of like the TV more with the little images on the back screen. So I feel like that works. But before we get into the lacing tutorial, I want to shout out you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing. Appreciate you guys. That button down there is red. Turn it gray. Welcome to the fam. If this is your first video and you like what you see, subscribe. I have other content available. If you came back, welcome back. And yeah, so let me just stop talking. Let me stop looking at the shoe and just actually grab the shoe, and let's get into this lacing tutorial. So the shoe I'm gonna use is this Nike SB. Mind you, I got this shoe. I just never got a chance to do the review because I wanted to cut them up. And I just been having a crazy schedule. Like, I had no time to cut these up, so I didn't really go through the review. But yes, we do have the Nike SB Dunk High Hawaiis here. Beautiful shoe, really like it. I'm not sure how I want to cut it because I still want to keep some of this Hawaiian color on it. But like I said, I just never had the time to go through it. So yeah, so we're going to do the lacing tutorial on this because I was going to have to unlace them anyway and relace them back up. So yeah, going with this shoe. And let me just set up my camera real quick and just show you guys a better angle of this. Alright, so we got them right here, and like I was mentioning, I wasn't ever planning on doing a lacing tutorial, but I just lace all my shoes in one way, and the way I lace it, you kind of freestyle it from there. So first thing first, you gotta unlace these. Like, you know how that go. I might speed it up through this so you don't have to watch me do the whole thing. Give me a minute. So as you can see, first thing we did, make sure you only got this little one lace going through the bottom lace holes. And of course, you gotta do the Jordan and make sure that you got equal length on your laces. So me personally, I kind of hang them upside down first, have a good idea of it, and I can see off the rip, left side's a little bit shorter, so I adjust it. Then I go like this. Still needs some adjustment. And the whole thing about it, while you're doing this, you want to make sure that the laces that you're putting in, they go in straight. Like, hopefully this focus is on here, but you don't want it to be curved. You want it to be a straight path at the bottom. So I'm gonna get more like up close and personal with the rest of it, so you get a better idea of like how I go about it and how you can kind of freestyle it to make it like the loops that I make bigger or smaller depending on how you want to rock your shoes. So give me a minute and I'm gonna set that up for you guys right now. Alright guys, so pretty much like I said, you make sure you got a straight line going through your, the bottom of the eyelet. That first lace hole, straight line, and make sure that your laces are equal in length. And in your second lace hole, like I said, a lot of people go under with the eyelets, I go over. So every loop I go through is over the eyelet. As you can see, I'm not going under, always over. So go over, and I try to make it as straight as possible. And like I said, this is where you can kind of customize it, because I know a lot of people some people like a looser loop. I like a little bit more closer towards the bottom. So I'll start keep it like right here, so it's not coming out too much. And then I'll do the same thing on this side. Keep it as straight as possible. And then make sure everything looks good. That's to my liking. Now I just keep going. And like I said, you kind of customize this to do it however you want. You can make the loops as big as you want. It's all depending on your style. But me personally, I used to make them a lot bigger when I used to wear a lot of Air Force Ones when I was younger. But I'm not an Air Force guy like that anymore. And like me, I don't think like the bigger loops make sense now. It just looks a little goofy to me, so I like to keep it a little bit closer. And this is how I lace up all my shoes. SBs, Jordan 1s, Jordan 4s, no matter what the shoe, I lace them up like this. And I always go over on the eyelets. And I just always decide on how I want to make the loops, like how big I want to make them, how small I want to make them, all depending on how I'm building. So I go up here like this, and I go up pretty much until right here. As you can see, I'm gonna take the shoe off, kind of give you guys an idea where I stop at. So I stop at this eyelet right here always in my SBs and my Jordan 1s. I always stop right here, right before we get to the ankle area. And when we get to the ankle area, I kind of freestyle it. Sometimes I go across, depending on how I'm feeling. Like I might go straight across. But if I don't like that, because sometimes I feel like when I do that, it kind of chokes out my tongue. And sometimes I don't want my tongue to look like that. So instead of doing that and having the tongue looking all choked out, I'll come back, I'll loosen up the bottom one, and then I'll just go like this. Cut through and leave it baggy, depending on how I'm feeling. Leave it baggy and just leave them like this. This down, ride my SBs like this. But for this instance, I think I'm gonna just go straight across. Straight across with it. Move around a little bit. And then, yeah. Shorts, like if I had some, not really shorts, but if I had some shorts on, probably see them like this. Pants on, behind the tongue like this, over the tongue like this. And that's pretty much how I would lace up all my shoes in the same pattern. That's pretty much how it goes. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too in-depth. That's just my basics lacing tutorial for all of my shoes, really. So there you go, guys. That's pretty much my lacing tutorial on how I lace up all of my shoes. And that's pretty much how they just all come out. And like I said, you can kind of freestyle it, lace them exactly however you want them, make the loops as big as you want. You don't have to go all the way up like I do. That's just my personal preference. But yeah, as you can see the difference on like how they're laced right here. This one's a little bit more loose and just like more relaxed, where this one's, of course, is standard box lace. But that's pretty much all I have to show you guys. So if you guys have any other questions, comments, or concerns, leave it down below. Hopefully this video was helpful to that subscriber to the Unused Pencil, and for anybody else that was interested in how I lace up my shoes, because me personally, I didn't really think anybody cared. My wifey tells me all the time she hates how I lace my shoes, but that's just how I am. I'm comfortable with that. I don't tie my shoes unless I'm like running or playing basketball in a basketball shoe or running shoe. So if you see me on the street anytime and you look down, my shoes are untied, and that's just how it's gonna be. I'm just more comfortable like that. But that's all for today, guys. I will be doing a separate video when I do have the time to cut these up and show you what I come up with. Like, I think for the most part, I'm gonna cut up everything, but I wanna leave one panel with this Hawaiian flavor to this Hawaiian style. Don't know when that's gonna be yet, but when I do post it, you guys will know. If you subscribe, you'll know. If your notification bell is on, you'll know. But either way, that's pretty much it. Peace, love, and positivity as always. And I'll see you guys in the next video, and I am out. Later, y'all.